All right, good vibers. So we're out here just outside of Newport, Tennessee at Incredible Tiny Homes, and I'm here with Randy Jones today.
That's right.
We are checking out his factory, a massive undertaking that they've got going on here, building $20,000 tiny homes. Now, Randy, tell us what you're doing here.
All right, we're going to take it away. This is Ace. Ace is our shop dog. He's wonderful. Been here, he's about a little over 2 years old. All right, so we start our trailers right here. This is a 20-foot. We've just expanded our 16 to our 20. We had 16-foot homes. We offered these about 7 months ago is when we started doing it. I wanted to build a 20-foot, a $20,000 home. The one way we started is a very simple trailer. It's not overcomplicated. We call it a build over the axle, over the tire build. There's no fenders in the home like a typical tiny home has fenders. We don't do that. And I just wanted to point out to you guys how it's just two main rails. Every 4 feet we got some cross members. I've had people say it was too lightweight. Listen, our homes are under 5,000 pounds. That's really overrated for what we do, you know? Right here, it's just main doors where it all starts. In the morning, we'll have a trailer, a raw trailer like that one right there, start here. And this is the subfloor that's being built. This subfloor actually is 20 foot long. We have an overhead crane. We like to come here, pick it up. They'll cut this out. They still got to cut the fender wells out where the wheels will be. He'll flip it over. It'll set it right on that trailer. From there, we move the trailer around in this section. And up here is our hopper for our insulation. We take our insulation. These are what our walls are made of. We'll show you that soon when we get up next to the line. But we recycle all this foam. We chip it up, we suck it up in this hopper, and then it's gravity's head into our floor system, so we recycle everything. But we have all this wiring, so all this is the same wiring. We've got this, you can see everything's pre-cut, the plumbing, the electrical. We've got a schematic on the wall to show the guys how to cut it, where to put it. So this is a 20-foot home. And as we do, these guys will wire it, they'll plumb it, they'll insulate it, they'll subfloor it, and sheet it, and we've got jigs or patterns that have all this so they can do it in an efficient way.
Just look at the camera the whole time.
Okay. And then from here, we have our vinyl flooring. So they not only do they subfloor it, but they'll vinyl floor it also. So that's all done. The finished floor is done right here. We don't put any more flooring in. In this section, we assemble the walls and erect the walls. Those guys over there, they'll build a side wall and an end wall, and they got the windows, they install it, they trim it, they caulk it, they seal it, they window tape it, everything. Then we pick those walls up with this big suction cup, right? And then we set it on the floor. Here they got a side wall, an end wall, side wall, end wall. They put it together here over their overhead crane system and put it the corners on. And all these things, the whole system is screwed together with this angle. This is and we bend it here in our shop. It's like an angle iron, but we put a hem on the backside so it's not real sharp on your fingers. The trim on the window. We have a nail flange on the window. We put silicone, we put tape, and then we put this trim over top of it, and this seals up your window really. And then we silicone around the outside of that. The wall has a notch in it, so it covers this flange here, so the water just continually slopes right off of it. I love this wall because it's a primed metal, and it's 18 gauge steel inside and outside. The maintenance is like nothing. It'll last forever. There's no 2x4s. There's no wood to rust in it, to rot in it, and it's just so durable. They've actually made sheds out of these for 30 years in the local area. Nobody's ever built homes out of them, but I'm thinking, how can we make this a nice looking home? And so we've taken this, and the sheds that have been here 30 years, they look exactly like this right here after 30 years. Okay, so now you can see our panels. Now our panels are door remnants, all right? So what we do is, if you get a glass door or a metal door from Lowe's or Home Depot, they cut the glass out or the middle part of the door out, and they discard this part. We take this and we build a house out of it. Now they don't come with this beveled edge all the way around it, and the beveled edge is different. You see it's here it's this way, and here it's the opposite way, and you can see this is where a drill and a CNC machine cut this metal out, and there's just thousands and thousands of these things that would have probably went to a landfill if we didn't choose to do something with it. Over here, while that house is being with the walls, we got a roof system under here that's going up. So the roof system's put together. All this starts in the morning. So everybody starts their sections. And by the time they're done. We're putting them. And while they're here, they're starting another floor. We're down here, they're starting another floor, another roof, another wall, another kitchen, you know. So here's one that's kind of we're kind of cutting the corner and heading that way. So what we do is we have now solar and off-grid capabilities. So we call the tower over here, and all of our solar is done up there. All the boards are put together, all the solar panels are put together, and we got a bridge that slides out so the guys can be up there on a harness and they just walk out on the roof and they attach the solar panels to the roof. It's all systematically done. And in here, as they go, they'll have the solar batteries, the lithium batteries for putting it in, the charge controller, the inverters, everything installed. So what we do is we actually split our assembly line. The ones without solar off-grid go straight. The ones that do go to the left, and they're worked on differently. But they all get the kitchen's interior walls here. So while you got the roof, you got your walls, and then we got John and Brian here. They're building these interior walls, and you can see some of them over here has got wiring, they got plumbing. So they build the loft. They build the 2 walls for the shower, the kitchen, and then there's another wall for the water heater and refrigerator. There's all patterns. Yeah, he's got that up there. He's pointing at the notch up there in the opening.
This one would be for off-grid.
Oh, that's for your off-grid?
Yeah, this one is for the off-grid. The tankless heaters has a clear space for all the pipes to get through. The standard one.
There you go, John.
Be this.
Here you go, buddy.
Yeah,
What's that for?
This one here is the boiler shell, just for the 20. I believe it's a 2-foot boiler.
Yep.
I don't know what the
Boiler means electric water heater. Yep. Good deal. So we got certain patterns that we work with, and you got everything sectioned out here. What they need, Brian's getting set up for tomorrow, cleaning up for the day, and they're putting it together. And these guys have come up with this on their own. Brian has put this schematic together here in case he's looked ahead. He said, hey, if he's not here, he's sick or something, somebody can read this and take the dimensions and figure out what's going on. And also look up there, we have a pattern on the wall that he's put up and all the dimensions so they can figure that out. You know?
If they can't figure it out, they might need a new job.
Exactly.
Thank you, brother.
Exactly. Now here's one. This house is kind of going at an angle, so this is going to be solar. We have a guy over here, his name's Kane. Kane puts all of our kitchens together. He puts the toilets together, the sinks, the faucets, plumbing, traps underneath the sink. He does all that, and every 2 hours, he's got one going. He can actually put out 5 a day. And I don't know if you want to walk in here. Just
Okay, we got any lighting for there?
Pardon me?
Any lighting that we can use?
No lights in here.
That's all right.
There's
another light.
It's going to be off-grid, but there's no batteries in it yet. That'll be done a little bit down the line. So this is a countertop. We always use butcher block. Our cabinets are high-end. These are the same cabinets we use in our $100,000 homes. They're dovetailed. They're all maple, and they're all soft close. It's just beautiful cabinets we use on every one of these. As you can see, the baseboards are in, the carpenter's in, the window, the trim. There's not a lot of wood trim, and that's in our carpentry division. And they've already installed this because they got to do a solar. So they come in here and it's going to take a little bit longer for the solar to get done, and so we split it into 3 lines. Here's the water heater he was talking about. It's a 19-gallon water heater. Now this is a DIY, so nobody wants to look up and see a water heater, but that's the only place that you see any kind of mechanicals. This is not going to stay here. This house is not done yet. But this is a DIY, means decorate it yourself. So we have ladies that put curtains across here. They may put a cabinet door on here. This is made for a refrigerator. I've designed this for a 10 cubic foot refrigerator. Plugs in a corner down there. A lot of folks are using this for a closet, putting a refrigerator maybe underneath the counter, or they'll put a refrigerator high, a short one with a closet underneath it. You know what? We could probably get a better light.
I was going to say, let's go to the other unit because I know they had a light in there.
Yep. He's got stacked up, getting ready to clean the things up, cabinets he puts together. I love it because they got a wood stove. This is his shop right here. Yeah, we got the light in here. Got Tyler putting all the electrical together. You can see this one's on this side. Yeah, switches, plugs. And inside that is a chase. So that's a hollow trim along the perimeter of that door. And that's why there's plugs and switches and light. There's an actually outside light up there. There's a junction box here. This is where the main panel will come to with all your circuit breakers and everything. Remember, this was done back when we did the floor system. So all these wires are measured correctly, the length of them and everything, so when it comes to this stage, they got enough wire in the placement to put that panel box. There's another water heater here. You can see they tacked up the solar here. We have nothing but solar now coming on. I mean, we are selling a ton of solar. This is your charge controller, all your wiring. There you go. So there's your charge controller, all your wiring coming in. You got your main feed for all your panels on the top that'll come through. We'll hide it with a piece of trim. This has a cabinet over top of it, so you won't even see any of that when we get done. So we do hide a lot of what we do. I don't like having wires and plumbing lines anywhere to be seen. So whoever gets these homes, you can paint this, you can stucco it, you can put wallpaper over it. Myself, I live in a home this size, and all I've done is paint it. Looks great.
And tell us a little bit about the off-grid solar. What are we working with as far as inverter size, power, battery power? Let's talk about that.
And we do have all that on our website on our solar. But this is a 3 kilowatt, 3,000
watts
kilowatt
inverter
or what inverter? And then
Pure
we've got,
sine.
I don't know what that
I
means.
believe pure sine, most likely.
Pure sine. And then we've got our 4 panels. They're 350 watts apiece. And then we've got a 5K battery, which is a 200 amp hour. Most people are putting 2 batteries in.
And that's lithium, correct?
That's lithium.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Perfect.
awesome, man. And it's also, so everything in here is DC.
Yep.
Okay?
12 volt.
Yeah, 12 volt. You don't have to worry about changing over DC, AC, and all that stuff. So we just make it easy for everybody to go. If you want to go DC, you can add more wiring and put a DC for a refrigerator. But we're just getting into that, making some provisions for a DC refrigerator.
So you're running regular outlets though, 110?
Regular outlets.
Run
like a regular
AC,
house.
so alternating
AC.
current. Yeah. Okay.
But like I said, if a DC
If you wanted a DC, you could do it. Well, you've got a DC circuit breaker, I'm assuming.
We do. Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I love it because it's just regular. You put a regular lamp. A lot of folks are doing the off-grid just for backup. Now, if you're going to live totally off-grid and you're going to be serious about it and it's 100%, that kind of person already knows what they're getting into. It's like you live in it. You know how much energy you're consuming, what you can get along with, what you got to do.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Anywhere else we're going to go where I need the light?
No, I think we're good.
Perfect. All right. I'll give you your light back. Thank you, brother.
Thanks, man. That is cool, isn't it?
Yeah, those things are sweet.
Okay, from here we got our carpentry end of it. This is where the guys build all the cabinets. I mean, the trim around the windows, the doors, the kitchen cabinets, the base. And so that's why we have a total woodworking area here. And this is the final line. When we get to this point, all the electrical's in, all the plumbing's in, all the wiring, the carpentry, everything's done. Then we do a check. We do electrical, plumbing, and make sure that everything works. The water heater, things flushes. Then we've actually got to winterize it because we're in winter now. Homes are traveling across the country. So we got to pull the shower valve out, drain all the water, put antifreeze in the places it needs to be. Then we have a system where we do quality control, checklists. All that's filed, all is taken care of. The homeowners are notified, hey, your home is ready to roll. Please come and get it or have it delivered.
And how many homes are you putting out on average?
We do 3 every day, no problem. Sometimes we'll boost it up to 4. Maybe 5 every once in a while, but 3 to 4 every day.
Consistently 3 every day.
Yeah, so you're looking about 50 to 55 homes a month. And that's why we've got to market more. We've never been where we have to sell 600 homes a year. We've always probably had 150, 200, and that was stick built. Now we've got our $20,000, $25,000 home. We got to let the world know about it. And it is tough to let everybody know. You know, I talk to people, it's like, okay, well, yeah, tell everybody. So how do you do that? You can't put it in newspaper anymore. Magazines are not anymore. TV's not anymore. Commercials anymore. You got to get to know somebody like Matthew.
Yep. This is it.
This is it.
And we're doing it.
Yeah. Making
Good
a
deal.
video. Sending
Awesome.
it out there. And we're hoping you guys will share this because I think we are the true tiny homes. There is nobody in the country selling a $20,000 home. Nobody. And at $25,000 for a 20-foot home. I personally live in a 16-foot home. And it suits my needs. It's cool, it's warm, it's dry, it's long term. There's hardly any maintenance. I've lived in it for 2 years, and I'm like, I haven't done anything to it. I just burns go all the time, you know. And we do everything. So we'll do a $20,000 home, and we'll do over $100,000 home. So we are true carpenters. We will build stick-built homes, everything with spray foam, you name it, beautiful. And we've got all that on our website, incredibletinyhomes.com. But we got the 20. I think this is winning my passion because I know I'm a carpenter. But I've met so many people that have been so fortunate they feel fortunate to get this home at 20 grand. And I know I've lost everything in the past, and I didn't have a place to go. I didn't have nowhere. And if it wasn't for a couple friends of mine to have a camper and a place to put it, I don't know where I'd have been, you know. And I don't want to be in that place anymore. And I know people that have been in that spot, they wish they could have this. So 20 grand is still hard to come up with. That's a lot of money still. But it's a lot less in this day and time, 300,000 or 400,000, you know.
So let's talk about the options. Talk about you got a 16-footer, you got a 20-footer. Those are $20,000 and
Yep.
$25,000 respectively.
You got it.
When it comes to upgrades, you have options to go off-grid.
Yes.
You can upgrade to an off-grid. You can do water catchment systems. You can do the lithium power upgrade, solar. What else are the quicker options that you can add on?
You can have a bay window in the back. You can have a picture window. You can have a passive solar wall unit on the outside. You can have a ceramic heater on the inside. You can have a tankless water heater, compost toilet. You can have a 35-gallon black water tank, gray water tank underneath. So there's a lot of options that we're adding to it. The only reason we're hesitant to get into those options is to keep track of those options. And so we know as an assembly line, we don't change the structure, but we can add options to it.
Yeah. And I think what's beautiful is that you're providing something where there's a huge need for it. So people are looking for these. There's a huge affordable housing issue. And so being able to get the word out, that's what we're trying to do today. I think it's important to understand that these homes are available. You can reach out online. If you want to see something besides the videos that you're looking at with me, this guy does a video every day on his YouTube channel. What's it called? Incredible Tiny Homes?
Incredible Tiny Homes.
Incredible Tiny Homes on YouTube.
Yep.
You can come see what they're doing, see the behind-the-scenes action.
Yep. Come visit us, too, physically.
Yep.
I mean, if you're in Newport, Tennessee, come on. We have people flying all over the country coming in here, set up appointment. We'll show you homes. We'll show you the factory. We'll walk you through everything. We just got to know you're coming.
Perfect.
Yep.
And I'm going to be taking one of these with my Sprinter van, packing it up on the back on the hitch. Question because of that is, how much do they weigh?
Yeah, this, with a fully off-grid, you're going to do a 20-footer. You're probably looking at about 5,400 pounds.
Cool.
That's it.
5,400
Yeah,
pounds.
ton
y'all.
weight's 1,000.
Tongue weigh 1,000.
Yep, and you're good to go.
See, that's
now,
very
they got
doable.
they got a water tank on the front, so it's 100 gallons of water. So if you went to
7
Bonnaroo
pounds
or
a gallon.
you went to Burning Man, you'd have all you need for the whole week.
Ooh, Burning Man homes. Ooh.
That's what I've been thinking. I'd love to go
Interesting.
there. You'll
You
have
not been yet?
air conditioning.
We're going.
Oh.
Next year.
Really?
Yeah, you're coming.
I would love to put this in the test.
Let's do it.
We're kicked back. We got air conditioning. We got
Let's do
water.
it.
We got
Let's
everything
do it.
we need.
I love it.
Everybody's burning up out there.
Next year, August. Plan on it.
I'd love to.
It's my birthday, too, over that weekend.
Burning Man.
Yep.
God, I'm going to
Yep.
paint myself all kinds of colors.
All right, so if somebody wants to learn more about what you're doing,
Yeah.
the website, incredibletinyhomes.com.
You got it.
They can find out all the information. If they want to
Everything.
come out to Tennessee, you can come check it out here.
Yes, we don't hide nothing. We'll expose everything. Somebody said, well, I want to build one of your homes. I said, well, go to my YouTube channel. I show everything.
Yep.
If you can do this, have at it.
I sat down with this man for about 6 hours. We closed down the restaurant last night, and we got to really talk about the true reason why he's doing this. The $20,000 home is how tiny houses started. It's what the original idea was, and as they have evolved and become more trendy, people have grown and grown in their prices to where a lot of us can't afford them. So to provide a $20,000 affordable house, let's be honest, getting a van empty, one of my Sprinters now is more than $20,000. So to have something with a shower, with a kitchen, with a sink, with AC, with off-grid power,
Yep.
with water catchment, I mean, this is something beautiful.
Yeah,
I love what you're
that's
doing,
right.
and we need help from the community to help get this word out so that people can understand there are options and people are doing it.
Yes, thank
Awesome.
you. That's true. So true. And for people who are entrepreneurs that want to start an Airbnb, think about it, 100 grand. I know that sounds like a lot of money, but when you're starting an Airbnb, you could have 5 of these.
Yep.
Okay.
And I could be ready to drop them on site.
And you're looking at what? 15 to 20 grand a year per unit if you rent it out on an Airbnb. The unit, this whole investment's paid off 2 years,
2 years.
max.
2 years ROI.
Max.
So that's what I'm looking at. I mean, I think that it starts with me trying one out for a month. seeing where that goes.
No-brainer.
Making sure that I trust the value of
Yes.
what he's doing. But so far, I'm excited with what you're doing. I
Yeah.
appreciate you spending the time with us.
Oh, you're
Thank you for
welcome.
what you do. I think it's awesome that you're taking care of the people, that you got guys that you pay over a minimum wage, that you
Yeah, they
make
do
sure
good
they have a
here.
balance in their life, and you even make sure they stretch in the morning. Y'all, I love what you're about. I
Yeah.
appreciate your vision.
Well, thank
you
you.
for doing it, and let's
Yeah.
get the word out.
Let's do it. Thank you.
All right,
Larry.
brother.
All right.
Cheers.
All right, man.